Every expanded universe line needs some sort of companion pieces, whether it be a playset, a multi-pack, or whatever this is. Guido riding a big old red. So yeah, we're going to find out today what exactly this does. Is it worth your money? Because the reviews on it, quite frankly, have been terrible. This is available on Target's website and in their stores. And if you read some of these reviews here I'm showing you on the screen, they're not good. Yeah, so I am very curious, very interested to show you guys if they're right, if they're being dramatic, they have some sort of ulterior motives and agenda, because maybe this red works perfectly fine, but I've heard a lot of people say this thing just doesn't work as advertised. We're going to find out. I just need to know for myself. It is kind of the equivalent of this GRC Lightning McQueen that they put out last year. That's a drift and raise, kind of cool thing. I just got one because it was on clearance to keep in the package. This one may end up being better to have kept in the package as well if we find out it doesn't work. We have the die cast of Guido in red here for comparison as well. So let's just dive right on in. Like I said, 20 bucks at Target. Firefighting Red and Guido. Love that. Actually makes somewhat sense because red is a fire truck, not like Sally, who is a Porsche lawyer that somehow is now a rescue vehicle. But yeah, it's good packaging. I think it really stands out at the stores. It breaks the monotony of what we usually see on these Target shelves, being the Glow Racers 4-pack, that Piston Cup 11-pack, and some play sets down on the bottom. It's nice to see something new, and we don't often get a big boy red like this. I mean, I can't even remember the last time we got an overscaled large red, let alone a Guido, which although he's not removable, it is pretty cool. So you can kind of toy around with the functionality a little bit while he's still in the package. They advertise it as being able to shoot water pellets at fire. All right, let's see if that actually works. You can see the fire and water pieces there in the background. It also shows you pretty easily how to move Guido like we just did there. This is really cool. I love the artwork combo of Red and Guido in their respective paint jobs. I think that's pretty nice. You have the Cars logo on the other side. Moving on to the back here, you can see how it all looks out of the package. Like how they have the sparks in the background, making it feel really dramatic. Motion blur on the water pellets. We'll see. Oh, it looks like you could store all the pieces in the back of red. I like that as well. One vehicle, 4 accessories. Pretty simple, guys. Oh, and more instructions here on the bottom. Okay, so you move Guido back. Out comes the projectile launcher. You put the projectile in, and bam, you move Guido forward to fire. Seems pretty simple, guys. Hopefully they didn't screw this up, because that would be quite head-scratching, as there is not much to it. This is not like the Race and Rescue playset that we reviewed a couple months ago that has a lot of functionality going on, a lot of different steps and pieces to assemble. This is, yeah, pretty straightforward. Let's see how straightforward it is to actually unbox this guy, as I don't want to have to raccoon through the box like I usually do. I like to be more gentle this time around and chat with you guys instead of doing a time lapse with some cool EDM music in the background. All right. So there is the twist ties. Okay, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. I like that. Red is free. Okay, yeah, that was pretty easy. I will give them credit. And then you just tear off the blister on the card to get those plastic pieces. Very easy. Okay. Good. Cool. Didn't have to cut. Love that. Because we need to have the height. I'm not going to lower the camera onto the table surface because Red's a big boy here. Okay, so we're going to set up the fire. Poor little Guido fell. Oh no, the fire. Oh no, 2 little things of fire. That is kind of lame, not gonna lie. That is kind of lame. I'm surprised they didn't include 1 more of each projectile. 1 more water pellet, 1 more fire. All right, so move Guido back. Make sure it clicks so that it's not loose. Load that in there. Oh, it works perfect. What's everyone talking about? What is everyone talking about? That worked perfectly. Gotta aim it. Okay, that one was a little lame. But I guess it does make sense why there's only 2 pellets. But maybe another fire would work. I mean, you can only fire 1 pellet at a time, but... Okay, that first shot was, like, pretty good. But following 2, not quite. Let's see if I just do it up here. Okay, I feel like it wasn't as powerful as the first time. Let's try this again. I'm hitting it a little too low. I want to get a direct hit for you guys. But again, these fires are flimsy. They barely stand up on their own. Not really sure what Mattel was thinking with these spherical type bases. Very unsteady. I do like the little orange paint that they interweaved within the plastic. I guess. I kind of like it. Don't really have an opinion on it. Alright, that's good enough. Maybe the other one shoots better. Who knows? See if I can knock the other one down. Hey! Put out the fire. Love that. Because that's exactly how it would happen in the movie or this book that's supposed to come out on September 16th. Guido will jump atop Red and operate his own hose because Red, as a sentient car, is unable of operating his own apparatus. But I don't know. It's a cool concept. It works okay. I wish the projectiles fired out with a little bit more zip, a little bit more mustard, as they would say. The first one seemed pretty good. It got some good elevation, some good distance, but the latter actually, what have I shot? Probably more 8 times after that. Not too great. The quality of Red himself, not too shabby. I actually like how they treaded a little bit of the back tires here. The yellow wheels do stand out nicely. They don't have the blue centers or the blue trim around the fenders like the diecast has. But yeah, when you go to plastic, you are going to lose some of the decals, some of the detail. You do still have the Radiator Springs Race Rescue logo, the rescue text with the yellow stripe, and that's all cool. You have Carburetor County 002. That's really nice. Lots of storage area. You could actually put a couple of cars in the back here, let alone the 4 little pieces of plastic. Wow, yeah, that is a large storage area. Was not expecting that. It's almost like an indentation there in the bottom. I'm not really sure what that's for, if it's just part of the mold. So I like that. The bells on the side and the parts of the black tubes here are quite shiny. I like that. So to move Guido, how do we move Guido? Okay, there we go. Just got to be a little forceful with it. A little forceful with it. Let's see what we can do here. That wasn't too bad. That one, maybe to get it going again, like you just have to push Guido in, move it back, and then it's kind of got its energy back. Yeah, because that one was a little less aggressive. Yeah. Okay, so that's a little too hard for my liking. That was kind of the same. I don't know. Definitely. Whoa, what is this piece here? Where the hell did this come from? This must have been on the packaging to hold him in place. Now he rolls decently, a little bit better. So yeah, I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world. Definitely not the best thing in the world. It works somewhat as advertised. It's got kind of a weird gaping hole here. I feel like they should have made this like swivelable so you could tilt the ladder and have Guido shoot from multiple angles. As for Guido himself, I feel like the hat's a little too small. Or he's got it on backwards, actually. What the? Okay, we got a cool guy. Cool guy Guido up in here. Backwards hat. No, it can't be a backwards hat because the logo's in the front. Why did they make it look so weird? What the? Why is the back brim? Okay, I mean, it's a weird looking hat, not gonna lie. The one on the diecast is way better. I mean, just look at that from that angle. It looks like a too small heart at? He's on the construction site first day and they didn't have his proper size. I don't know, man. I do not know. Barely even has a mouth, doesn't have the proper yellow around the fenders. As I said though, you're going to lose some detail when you go to plastic. Back window, colors here gone. Hat looks super disproportionate to the rest of his body. It does seem like these eyes are, nope, they're a sticker. I thought it was going to be a decal for a second, but that is a sticker. So yeah, guys, that is pretty much it for this set. I'm probably going to display it like this, where I load in a projectile and I put the rest of the junk in the back of Red. I do like how this trunk actually stays open without you holding it. That's kind of convenient here. So is it as bad as everyone says on those reviews? I don't think so. But is it worth 20 bucks? Maybe if you find value in having a big Red. I think it's kind of cool in that sense. I mean, it makes for a nice display piece if you have the room for it. You guys let me know your thoughts on this. I'm sure you might have seen it at Target recently. Won't be hard to find. A lot of my Targets have like 4 or 5 of them. Just so look down below and you'll probably see it. Guys, you're the best. Appreciate all your support. I'll see you soon for another video. Bye now.
Did you question God or did you see it coming? Come on! Oh, come on!